Hey guys, ECRG here, back with another episode. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a different video here because I've got a lot of travelers that follow this channel. I've got a lot of CRAs, a lot of project managers, a lot of project directors, a lot of people that travel a lot for work that follow this channel. So I want to do my top 3 list of the best food cities for people that travel frequently. So this is mainly for those CRAs out there who are on the road every single week. So they know what cities they know to look forward to, or those project managers who are going to bid defenses, or those project directors who got meetings all over the country and things of that nature. So I'm talking my top 3 favorite U.S. cities to go to when we're talking about frequent travelers. So number 1 is Puerto Rico. Now, Puerto Rico is, and mainly San Juan. That's where my expertise is. I've been to San Juan a number of times since I've been a CRA. So I love Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, to me, is number 1 on the list. And you're going to be surprised because a lot of people don't know Puerto Rico is a great food city. Now, I've been to a number of institutions there. 1, Ropa de Vieja. 2, Casita Miramar. There are another restaurant's Avocado that I love there in Puerto Rico, in San Juan. But really every restaurant is good. That's one of the places where every single place I have gone in Puerto Rico has been absolutely fantastic. They season their food incredibly well. It is all 5-star out of 5-star food. But also the creativity there. Their main dish in Puerto Rico is mofongo, which is a mashed green plantain. And they put some kind of meat over it, and usually some type of garlic sauce or tomato sauce or anything like that. So they're famous for their pork, their shrimp, their chicken. You can put any type of meat, squid, octopus, whatever you want over it. But my favorite, of course, is the shrimp and garlic sauce mofongo. And literally, if the mofongo right, I'll be there every night. I'm serious. It is that good. So there are some times where I go there, the whole day I only eat the shrimp garlic mofongo. And it's crazy. Or sometimes I'll eat it 3 days in a row. But there's a ton of other dishes that are amazing there. One you'll see on the screen is the tostones with the churrasco, which is the steak with the like chimichurri sauce on top of it. And their dish there, their rice dish is called mon pastel, which is a rice and beans and sausage kind of all mixed up. Absolutely fantastic. They have a lot of tostones there, so you'll kind of see when the pictures come across the screen. A lot of tostones involved. The mofongo was actually the first pick. And then there was something awesome that I found at this restaurant called Casita Miramar. So if you ever find it, go check it out. If you ever go to San Juan, please check out this restaurant. It is superb. One of my favorite restaurants I found on the road. And they have something that's actually no longer on the menu. But if you reach out to my guy Hector, he's normally serving at the bar. He's good friends with the chef there. They used to do something called a mofongo sushi roll. That used to be on the menu. It's no longer on the menu. But maybe if you ask him nicely and told him that ECRG sent you, he will hook it up for you and get the chef to do it. Now what it is, it's a sushi roll made out of mofongo, and it's got the most delicious tender steak and avocado inside. And you can see it here on the screen. It looks like a sushi roll. It's got that sriracha mayo just drizzled up on top of it. Absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. So that's why Puerto Rico is number 1. They've got creativity. They've got all different types of things going on. They've got the flavor. They got the fresh seafood. It is absolutely fantastic. That's why San Juan comes in as my number 1 spot. Number 2, New York City. I mean, come on. New York City, they've got anything and everything. And you know what? Probably I could even find all that Puerto Rican food there in New York City too if I really went looking for it. New York City's got everything. They've got Russian. They've got Uzbekistan. They've got African. They've got Puerto Rican. They've got Mexican. They've got, you name it, you can find it in New York City. If it's in any other city, it's in New York City. I guarantee it. Jamaican food. I go to a number of restaurants when I'm there in New York City. Of course, the pizzas, what they're famous for. New York pizza is absolutely outstanding. Of course, the cheesesteak. Of course, the New York steakhouses. You got Peter Luger's. There's just so many restaurants that I could go on about in New York that are just absolutely fantastic. And you'll see the images coming across the screen here. I love New York for the food. And of course, it's a great foodie destination, great bar scene. They've got everything you could ever think of. So New York City, one of my favorites. Anything else to add about New York? New York City, there's so much competition going on with food there that, I think it brings the level of the food up. Everything is really good there in New York because of that competition. You're not really going to find a lot of bad places, but there are levels to it. I like New York because you find a lot of cheap places. You'll find places where you can go get Thai food for like $5-10. You'll get a big amount of Thai food, or some places where you're paying $30 a plate for some Thai food. They've got all different kinds and variations among the food there. So easily one of the best places in America to go have your foodie adventures on. Number 3 on the list is, you're probably thinking a major city, a big major city, but no. It's New Orleans, okay? Now, a lot of people that have been to New Orleans are agreeing and shaking their heads right now. New Orleans, some of the best food in the country, so I bring them in at number 3. Now, what is New Orleans famous for? Gumbo, jambalaya. Oh my gosh, it's so good. The jambalaya, the gumbo, it's got spices. They're famous for their red fish that's cooked on its skin on a flat surface. You'll see it in the picture here. They're famous for their oysters, their char-grilled oysters. It is fantastic. The food in New Orleans is amazing. They've got Emerald's restaurant down there. They've got a bunch of world famous restaurants down there. And the culture is unlike any other place. Truly, truly unique. If you've been in New Orleans, you know what I'm talking about. The culture just effervesces out of the streets and onto your plate when it comes to the food. It is absolutely amazing if you've never been before. So if you're lucky enough to have a site or a meeting in New Orleans, you have got to get out and try the food. It is worth every penny. It is worth every dime. New Orleans for sure. And you'll see in the video and the pictures I have here, New Orleans is fantastic. So hope you guys enjoyed this little episode. Just wanted to do this of my top 3 favorite travel destinations so far when it comes to food. And in that order: San Juan, Puerto Rico, New York City, New Orleans. Now, maybe one day I'll do a next 3, which, there's good places pretty much everywhere. But, there's a lot of food out there and you've got to try it. That's one of the best perks of traveling for work, is being able to try that food in all these places. So hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, if you're interested in any resume review or interview preparation or LinkedIn review, email me eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com. Take care.